hanging with? Oh, ex-offender. And he was your man. He was your boy. You grew up with him. That's crazy, man.
So what I realized is most people are hypocritical. They stuck on words. That's why they ignore most people's actions like celebrities. That's why they ignore R. Kelly actions for so long when he was. That's why they ignored Jay-Z's action when Foxy Brown came out and said he was putting that in the Source magazine. Remember that interview? You might be too young. Foxy Brown came out and said Jay-Z when she was 16. So if we just go, come on now. So that's why action don't speak louder than words to black people.
Jay-Z, man. Not Jay-Z. 99 Problems. And look like this 13-year-old underage girl is one. Jay-Z issued a public statement through his label Roc Nation in response to a civil lawsuit filed against him. The lawsuit accused Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs of inappropriately, doing some things with a 13-year-old girl at an MTV Music Video Awards after party in the year of 2000. Now, these allegations were made public and the lawsuit was refiled on December 8th, 2024 to include Jay-Z as a defendant. This prompted Jay-Z to address the claims vehemently, denying them and describing the lawsuit as a blackmail attempt by the accuser's lawyer, Tony Busby. The statement was characterized by its direct and emotional tone, highlighting Jay-Z's frustration with the accusations and his intent to expose what he describes as a fraudulence of legal action against him. Let's go ahead and check out that note. So it reads, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. So it looked like Jay-Z is doubling down on this. He says, these allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever will commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these types of theatrics. Excuse me. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims, and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at a young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes of honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me. If not for the seriousness surrounding harming kids, this would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. Woo woo!
Well, Jay-Z just got named in the Diddy lawsuits. We've been saying it for a long time. And this is just the start. There's a lot more coming. Jay-Z has been accused in a civil case, and just accused, not convicted, in a civil case of a 13-year-old girl in the year 2000 with Diddy. This is a suit filed by Tony Busby, this dude out of Texas. And I just want to clarify what's happening in the music industry here is that this allegedly happened after she was driven to a party after the MTV Video Music Awards. Because what is coming out is that this is mainstream culture being done by most of the biggest names at the after parties of the award shows. This is like, the reason why this is crazy is because everyone knew, because it was an open secret, because it was happening in the middle of the mainstream culture. This lawsuit is from victims that are being represented by Tony Busby. He's the one that came out saying that he's representing 120 clients. He's the one that had the whole press conference that said many powerful people will be exposed. And I just want to clarify that this is boys and girls. In the first 6 complaints, it was on behalf of 2 Jane Does and 4 John Does. We've got complaints from people that were as young as 10 years old at the time, drugged and Tony Busby is not just some random lawyer. This dude has a long, powerful career. He was on the cover of the New York Magazine in 2010 for his litigation against BP following the Deepwater Horizon oil spill. He's represented celebrity cases, rapper, all kinds of stuff. He's also got a whole bunch of other stuff going on in his life. He's got a big reputation, and he's not trying to ruin that reputation. But these are just allegations, obviously, and we don't know yet. Jay-Z put out a letter basically being like, that I'm innocent. And he actually said, I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Okay, Jay-Z, let's go for a criminal complaint. Let's send this to jail. My guess is that just like with Diddy, what starts as a civil case will probably also become a criminal case. But I just want to read the last paragraph out of Jay-Z's letter here. Quote, you have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes of honors. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. Okay, Sean, let's see just how different you are. In most cases, I would be, waiting for judgment and trying to see what comes out in court. And we will see what comes out in court. But the whole industry has been talking about Jay-Z for a long time. The whole industry was talking about Diddy for a long time. This is not a secret, and we all know what's coming. And Diddy's protection obviously ran out. And maybe Jay-Z thinks that his protection is still good, but I got news for you, Jay. It's a whole new world, and the people are ready for change. And we are done with this fucking corrupt, disgusting, blackmail, pedophile culture. So it looks like Jay-Z's got 99 problems, and little boys and little girls are about to be all 99 of them. So peace.
All I can say is something is fishy. You got Jay-Z. His response time was, he has people raising an eyebrow on that. In addition to that, you have also Jay-Z discrediting Tony Busby, and you have Ian right here giving us the knowledge on Busby and saying that his reputation is that of somebody whom is upstanding. Yeah. So it makes you wonder. It definitely makes you wonder. Now, moving forward, it says that Jay-Z thought Diddy was going down by himself. Jay-Z might have done more. He might have more to do with Diddy's arrest than we think.
What if I told you that Jay-Z might have more to do with Diddy's arrest than people may think? See, when you go back to the 90s, there's 2 people that has benefited every time someone was removed from the hip-hop game. Diddy and Jay-Z. Let's start with Biggie and Tupac. Throughout the early 90s, these 2 were known as the top 2 in the rap game. Jay-Z was always considered third behind them, still is. But in order to get his proper shine, those 2 had to be taken out the way. Because if not, with Biggie being from New York and Pac all in movies, Jay-Z would have always been in their shadows. In comes Diddy. See, when you thought of Bad Boy back then, you thought of Biggie. Diddy was just the dancing dude in everybody's videos. So in order for you to change that narrative, you have to remove Biggie. And then on top of that, you got Pac over here making it harder for you. So now you have 2 people with the exact same 2 problems. Remove those 2 problems, and those 2 people move to the forefront. Or so they thought. In comes DMX. Sort of like a mix of Big and Pac. Had that New York style lyrics like Big, but aggressive like Pac. He got platinum albums, he doing movies, Even Jay told the story about performing with DMX. The man was a problem that they didn't expect. You had to get him out the way. But by the time that actually took place, in comes 50 Cent. And we all know how much of a problem 50 was for every damn body. The only thing you could do with 50 back then was just ride the wave and let it die down. But it actually did. So now you once again have a window of opportunity to jump back on top. What does Jay do? The retiring, unretiring thing like Jordan. Diddy was out there making bands, came with that group trying to remake Destiny's Child. But then they had another problem. See, by now, the South has started its run. T.I. was on top for a minute. Luda had a run. Nelly, hell, even Lil Jon had everybody crunk. Then Lil Wayne came with the Carters, and rap was never the same again, because the music started to change. If you didn't come with a dance that went with your song, you might as well just saved it at that time. Then Young Money happened. So again, that window was missed. Fast forward to now, and you have two people that know the exact details of every incident that happened. One might have realized, I better get him before he get me. Because if you noticed, when Diddy named all those names, he never named Jay-Z. But what if this whole time is Jay behind all this going on with Diddy, thinking since that time is officially passed, he better get to him first. Because where is Jay-Z now? He's completely disappeared. Leave a comment and give me your thoughts. You think Jay could be behind it along with that liquor company? Like this video and follow me for more content.
Is Jay-Z up next? Jaguar is now alleging that Jay-Z is actually a lot worse than P. Diddy. He's just more smarter and calculated. Jaguar alleges that Jay-Z also plays a part in grooming young girls in the early 90s, such as Foxy Brown and Aaliyah, to name a few, and you know who else, but I can't say her name because her fans are going to go crazy in my comments. Take a look.
I think everybody that knows Sean Carter knows that he will slump anyone in any relationship for $1. Look at how he did Dame. Like, I don't give a if you wanted to get away from your homie, if you wanted to get away from your partner, but to do it the way he did it, it's malicious. But maybe that was because he was a girl that didn't want you.
Oh. Let the church say amen.
I don't know. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why you moved his ass around and out of Rockefeller so tough and then just moved right over to Def Jam. By the way, wasn't this all around the time when Aaliyah died?
Yeah.
And Beyonce's solo career was struggling? Jam on your horn now, that record. From the Austin Powers, it was some of the worst ever. They were having a hard time taking her solo. And then Aaliyah died. And then they brought Rich Harrison in, and your love got me thinking so crazy right now. She liked posing with him in pictures for Page 6. Aaliyah didn't. She fell in love with Dame. And Aaliyah's gone. And you have to start asking yourself questions after being in this business for this long. If you're a halfway intelligent person, when do you start questioning how lucky some motherfucker keep getting?
Now, I'm just here to report to y'all what's being, reported online about everything. And this woman online is predicting what's the downfall of Jay-Z, who is now accused of, the situation with this 13-year-old girl. It says, just like she did with P. Diddy, psychic Salome Bella it has also predicted what's to come with Jay-Z. Let's just hear it out. Of course, y'all, this is the internet, but I'm just here to present y'all with what we got.
So we are headed for the next 3 years, 25, 26, and 27, with the beginning initial stages of the knockdown when it comes to Jay-Z. He is not next in line. He is second to next in line. Now, what I do see 3 years from now, him, his wife, and his kid. I don't know if there's more than one kid. There might be more than one kid. I can't remember with everybody who has kids. But anyway, him, his kid, and his wife, I see them with suitcases. And I literally see them leaving. So their residence will no longer be in the United States. This is what I'm seeing. And this happens by 2027, if not sooner. 2025 through 2027. There are legal troubles for Jay-Z that come up in November, and they come attached to another person, but not a person that you actually think, which would be P. Diddy spilling the beans as he gets dragged into court. No, it's not P. Diddy. It is somebody else. And I'm kind of swinging around to Justin Bieber. Like, I'm looking at the people up there, and I'm kind of torn between Chris Brown and Justin Bieber. But I'm going the Justin Bieber way here because Bieber is involved in this sideways. Okay, so there's a sideways connection to Bieber, which I'm sure they're all in the industry, different forms of expression, but they're all in the industry. So this makes sense to me.
Now, attorney Tony Bugsby speaks out regarding Jay-Z being named in a sexual assault of his client Jane Doe, and claims of a frivolous lawsuit filed by Jay-Z under I don't even know how you say this word. Yeah, I don't even want to try. I'm gonna look it up in a minute. But it says, regarding the Jay-Z case and his efforts to silence my clients, Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He filed his frivolous case under, I got to learn this word, y'all. I'm sorry. Now I have to now. Hold on. Pseudonym. Okay. All right, now I know. Pseudonym. Got it. It says he filed his frivolous case under a pseudonym. What he fails to say in his recent statement is my firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a penny from him, insisted she only sought a confidential mediation. Since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff. His conduct has had the opposite impact. She is emboldened. I'm very proud of her resolve. As far as the allegations in the complaint filed, we will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court, not in the media.
In October, I talked to y'all about a lawsuit, a woman claiming that when she was 13 years old, she was R-worded by Diddy and another male celebrity while a female celebrity watched. Her and her attorneys have just refiled that lawsuit, and they're claiming that male celebrity is Beyonce's husband. So according to the lawsuit, the woman who goes by Jane Doe states that in the year 2000, she was trying to get into the VMAs. She was hanging around the outside because she didn't have a ticket and her friend had dropped her off, and she was just trying to meet some celebrities. She ended up approaching a limousine, and the guy who was driving it told her that she fit what Diddy was looking for. And then he offered to take her to an after party, which she agreed. When she got there, she says she was offered a drink, which made her feel woozy. She said she felt like she needed to lie down, so she found a room and she laid down. Then she says that Diddy and Jay-Z allegedly entered the room, and Diddy said, "You are ready to party." Then she alleges that that's when Jay-Z took her clothes off and held her down and you know what with her. Same as in the original lawsuit, it also alleges that Diddy also took an opportunity to essay this girl. And apparently all of this happened while another female celebrity watched, although we do not know who that is as of yet. Now, refiling this lawsuit and including Jay-Z in it was done very tactfully by her lawyers, because according to this article, it states that they had actually reached out to Jay-Z to let Jay-Z know, hey, we have this ongoing lawsuit where we haven't named you yet, but we're looking for some sort of mediation or we're gonna name you. And so what did Jay-Z and his lawyers do? They ended up filing their own lawsuit against the lawyers. So that woman's lawyers took the opportunity and refiled, now publicly shaming and naming Jay-Z. So crazy. I am waiting, biting my nails to know who the hell that female celebrity was that was watching and didn't say anything. Anyway, I've been following the Diddy situation very closely, so if you're interested in knowing more about the case, you are welcome to check out the videos in this playlist below and follow along for more updates, because I've been watching it closely and I'm going to continue to.
So right now, these are all accusations without any evidence, but I will say that the online community has been brewing with this for a minute. And the question now is, would you be surprised?